A luxurious resort in the Maldives, where snow-white beaches lap against the turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean, was supposed to be the perfect getaway for Ana de Armas. The Hollywood star arrived with a few friends and, according to rumors, a new, mysterious boyfriend. Everything was supposed to be perfect: a private villa, cocktails at sunset, yoga on the beach. But the peace didn't last long. On the very first evening, the hotel guests witnessed a scene that looked more like a dramatic thriller than an actress vacation. Ana and her companion, a tall, tanned man in a linen shirt, were sitting in the hotel restaurant, enjoying fresh seafood. Suddenly, the actress, clearly irritated, grabbed her glass of white wine and, not holding back her emotions, threw it right in her companion's face. Silence reigned around. The waiters froze, the restaurant guests exchanged surprised glances. The man grabbed a napkin, wiping his face, but didn't say a word. Ana, hot and passionate, shouted something and waved her arms, then stood up abruptly, knocking over her chair. "I'm not going to put up with this anymore," was the cry that rang out throughout the room before she ran out of the restaurant. This moment was the beginning of a loud scandal that spread throughout the hotel in a matter of minutes. After Ana de Armas' spectacular exit, the atmosphere in the restaurant remained tense. Guests whispered, waiters furtively glanced at each other, and her companion, still with a damp shirt, silently got up, threw the waiter a card to pay the bill, and quickly disappeared in the direction of the private villas. Meanwhile, Ana was already in her luxurious villa. According to rumors, she was talking angrily on the phone, gesticulating loudly. Some hotel employees even claimed to have heard the glass break. Perhaps the actress had lost her grip on her glass or thrown something at the wall. The reason for the scandal remained a mystery until one of the maids revealed an interesting detail. Before dinner, a mysterious blonde was seen in the hotel bar chatting quite nicely with Ana's boyfriend. It seemed like they knew each other well. Could this have been the reason for her anger? But that was only the beginning of the drama. The very next morning, it became known that Ana was demanding to be moved to another villa, away from the companion with whom she had been in a passionate affair the day before. And the most interesting thing was that shortly after that she was seen on the beach, in the company of a young diving instructor who, it seems, decided to help the actress forget about the unpleasant incident. The next day, everyone in the hotel was discussing only one thing: a new unexpected turn in Ana de Armas's drama. If in the evening she shouted at her boyfriend and stormed out of the restaurant, then in the morning the paparazzi, and they somehow always find a way to get into even the most private places, caught the actress in the company of an attractive diving instructor, a bronze-skinned guy with abs and a snow-white smile. Ana looked happy. She laughed, gently touched his shoulder, and then they went swimming together in the crystal-clear water. It all looked too romantic. It was impossible not to notice their chemistry. Meanwhile, her ex, or not yet ex, boyfriend was not sitting idly by. He was seen by the pool with the same mysterious blonde from the bar, who the day before seemed to be the cause of the whole scandal. They looked very friendly. And when Ana, walking with a new acquaintance, saw them together, her expression changed. Witnesses say she stopped, grabbed a cocktail from the table, and without hesitation, defiantly threw it into the pool, right in front of the couple. Then she turned around and, with her head held high, confidently walked away, leaving everyone in shock. After Ana defiantly threw a cocktail into the pool, the atmosphere in the hotel became even more electrifying. The guests whispered, the hotel staff didn't know how to react, and the mysterious blonde just smiled and whispered something in Ana's boyfriend's ear. He just sighed, took a towel and, it seems, decided not to respond to the provocation. But Ana herself was not going to stop. She returned to her villa, where the same diving instructor was already waiting for her. According to eyewitnesses, they sat on the terrace for a long time, drank champagne and laughed, and then Ana, without hiding, posted a video on her stories where they dive into the water together, and the guy gently holds her by the waist. This video instantly spread across social networks, and a real storm began. The actress's fans were delighted, but her boyfriend, it seems, could no longer stand this game. Late in the evening, he was seen near Anna's villa. He was knocking loudly on the door and saying something emotionally. But no one ever opened the door. But an hour later, Ana came out, but not alone. She was in a luxurious satin bathrobe, and behind her was her new acquaintance, who had just come out of the pool, drops of water still glistening on his body. She didn't even glance in her ex's direction, she just walked past, smiling, and got into the buggy to go to a party at a beach bar. It was a blow below the belt, and everyone understood it. After a spectacular ignore from Ana de Armas, her ex-boyfriend disappeared from public space. No one saw him near the pool, or in the restaurant, or even in the company of the mysterious blonde. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some said he had gone to a neighboring island, others claimed he was simply locking himself up in his villa, drowning his sorrows in expensive whiskey. But Ana didn't seem to be stopping. At a beach bar, she was dancing to rhythmic Latin music, waving a cocktail in her hand. The diving instructor didn't leave her side. It seemed as if the actress had finally decided to forget all her problems and just enjoy life. And then the unexpected happened. Around midnight, when the party was in full swing, he walked into the bar. Her ex. Tanned, fit, dressed in a linen shirt, he looked as calm as possible. But there was a challenge burning in his eyes. He confidently walked towards Ana, who was laughing at that moment, whispering something in her new acquaintance's ear. He stopped right in front of her, took the glass from her hands, took a sip, and without looking away said, "How much longer do you want to play this game?" Ana froze. The bar froze. The music continued to play, but everyone nearby understood that this was the climax. She looked into his eyes, smiled, and instead of answering, grabbed his shirt collar, pulled him close to her, and kissed him. Shock. Applause. Either it was a game, or real passion that had not faded even after all the scandals. The diving instructor just spread his arms, raised his cocktail, and disappeared into the crowd. The next morning, the hotel woke up with the aftertaste of a stormy night. The staff whispered among themselves, the guests rewatched the video that someone had managed to capture on their phone. Ana de Armas kisses her ex-boyfriend right in the middle of a beach bar, and her short-lived resort romance with a diving instructor ends with a glass of rum and an indifferent look into the dark sea. But what happened after that kiss? According to insiders, Ana and her boyfriend left the bar together. They went to her villa, where the lights were on all night. Witnesses saw how in the morning one of the staff delivered a tray with breakfast for two to their terrace, croissants, tropical fruit, champagne, and 2 cups of coffee. But the diving instructor flew off the island that same day. It was said that he received a generous tip and a ticket to another resort. Well, not everyone can get caught up in Ana de Armas's love drama and emerge victorious. By evening, the couple still hadn't left their villa, when suddenly a private boat reservation appeared at the reception. Where did they go? Perhaps to a secluded island nearby, away from the gossip. The only thing left after this story are vivid memories, rumors and a few paparazzi photos that have already spread across the network. Ana de Armas has proven once again that if she gets into scandals, she does it beautifully. The day after the passionate reconciliation of Ana de Armas and her mysterious boyfriend began unexpectedly quietly. The hotel guests expected more emotional scenes, but the actress and her husband disappeared. The staff confirmed that in the morning they booked a boat and set off for a neighboring island, leaving the hotel in an atmosphere of mystery. While some assumed that it was a romantic trip, others were sure that the couple simply ran away from prying eyes to finally sort out their relationship. But the story did not end there. A few hours later, a new scandal erupted in the Maldives. Footage of Ana in the same white swimsuit as the day before, emotionally arguing with her boyfriend on the deck of a boat was posted on social networks. She waves her arms, he stands with a stony expression on his face. The next shot, Ana throws a cocktail at him again. It seems to be a tradition for her, but this time he dodges, and the bright liquid flies across the deck. What really happened? All the theories came down to one thing: this romance was doomed. That evening, Ana returned to her villa alone. An hour later, she was seen on the beach in the company of a cocktail and a phone on which she was typing something for a long time. Probably to her friends, who needed to tell the whole drama in detail. And the next morning she left the resort. Her boyfriend? He stayed. And, according to eyewitnesses, the next day he was seen at the same beach bar, with the same blonde. Here is the story. Loud, bright, explosive, and, as always in Hollywood, with an open ending.